Dawson Rider Review.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of TK Series 0, whatever number this one is, Kamen Rider Drive Type Technique. The correct number of whatever this is will be in the review title and description. I just completely blanked on it right now because I could not find the box. But anyway, this is Type Technique, in case you didn't know. I don't know, I have any jokes. That's not even a joke, that's just a statement of fact. So the third form for Drive, just like before, he comes with tires that you can change with the other figures in the series. They're compatible with Type Wild, Type Technique, well, obviously Type Technique because he's sitting right here, or standing. Type Wild, Type Drive, Type Speed, god dang. And then, of course, you can also put it on the Trideron. So anyway, he comes with himself there, and then his Technique tire, which he's got on him. And then, just like always, you do get an additional tire, and this one is Flame Braver, which is just, looks like a red lifesaver, and then it actually does save lives, except when it breaks. So, my god, why don't the fire department just call themselves lifesavers and then give out candy after they save people? These are the kinds of things I think about. Why is it so easy to pull out, but then not easy to get back in? That's what she said. Okay, anyway, so yeah, you get that, you can switch it out, I'll show that in a second. And then you also get the door gun, just like Type Wild came with the sword, sort of, you know, coinciding with the release of the weapons and the respective shift cars, as well as the debut. But Drive uses this gun in all forms, and obviously, you can have any of the other figures hold it if you want to. It's not like if you put this in Type Speed, it's gonna be like, with that sound, that exact sound effect, actually. But so let's go ahead, actually, before we show the technique, or the transformation, let's just do our little fashion show spin that we do with these, since we got the table back. Overall, if you've been watching my reviews of these, I do think they're pretty good looking figures. Obviously, figure arts are going to look better. We don't have any Drive figure arts out right now, but they did a really good job with the Gaim ones, so I'm hoping that trend continues when we get to Drive. But if you don't want to wait, or if you want something a smidge less expensive with a lot more playability, these are pretty good figures. I really dig the helmets, the way they have the eyes, the way that it looks just like the lights. It looks really cool, and overall, as you can see, it's a pretty decent looking figure. It's like right between a Power Rangers figure and a figure art, with articulation as well. But yeah, a good looking figure. Like I said, I particularly appreciate the headlight eyes, because I think they do a really good job of almost nailing that compound effect. But it's the same base mold as all the other arms changed Tire Koukan series. You got the little ball joint here. You get a pretty solid range of movement. You are a bit hindered by his giant shoulder pads. Single elbow joint here. You can swivel, and he's got the little opposable fingers that will actually clip down. It just keeps popping back up. A little ball joint here. Nice swiveling. Single knee joint. You got a little ball joint on the foot. Waist swiveling, just waist swiveling. And his head's on a little ball joint. You can move it around, but he is a bit hindered yet again by his design. So like you see, let's stop him, or I'll have to raise his head up. And as you can see here, this is the way his tire is going to change. You lift up his shoulder pads. Why are you lying about your shoulders? And then you just lift his head completely off. This is my favorite superhero, Tire Man. And just take the tire off and place another one on. And he's changed, and he's like, ah, check out my throat claw. The claw. But yeah, so that's easily my favorite tire change method, just because you have to pull his head completely off to change it back on, which is just funny to me. But in terms of design, he's probably my least favorite of the three, but I do dig him. Like, I'll say this isn't necessarily about the toy, but he's probably my least favorite design aesthetic-wise, not that I hate him, but he's probably my favorite power-wise, just because they do a really cool job of showing off his sort of technical prowess, I guess. I just think they represent it really cool in the show. I think it's really neat. But yeah, overall, this is another good figure. If you're a fan of Drive, or if you're a fan of this particular form, or whatever might interest you in the figure in any form, I can recommend it. The line, like I've said before, isn't quite as fun as something like the arms change, but you still do get a bit of fun playability and some pretty decent looking figures, I think. But yeah, I can recommend him if you're already into this line or into this character. It's a solid figure. But until next time, make sure you check out the crazy podcast at writersrangersrambles.com, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, this is Dawson Rider, and Drive's back, signing out.